Hi everybody, so I am at Astronomi-mini-con in Toronto, a great hobby tournament. Going to be some great games happening today. I've got a Saim-Hann army, tons of Jetbikes, some Fire Prism, some Warwalkers, you know, lots of good stuff, and I'm facing a beautifully painted Tyranid army. A Harpy is in there, there is a Hive Tyrant, all kinds of other good stuff. And we're playing a very interesting scenario. There's actually a convoy on the board trying to escape with the objectives being carried in those cases. And they can actually explode if the vehicle explodes. There's a potential for them to explode if that happens. And we're going to be fighting over those objectives. Very interesting scenario also because my entire army is forced into reserve. Only foot infantry that did not buy a transport are allowed to start on the board. So my entire army is basically forced into reserve. Pretty interesting. If you're wondering why I'm recording this with a microphone, it's because my iPhone yet again failed to record the audio, and I'm going to try to overlay this. But Tyranids are going first. And we'll be back in a bit with the
Okay, so rounding up the convoys, turn one. Convoy acts always before the other players. These guys move 6 inches towards the short table edge every turn because they're trying to get out of here. These guys move towards the closest unit they see, which is that unit. And then a bunch of shooting. Some shooting into there, one save from a multi-laser that passed it. Shooting into here killed one Tyranid warrior from a combination of autocannon, multi-laser, multi-laser. So a ton of shooting into there, killed one warrior. And now it is the Tyranid turn. Okay, so rounding up the Tyranid turn, what happened? Those guys managed to run 6 inches, so they got in on this transport, exploded the transport. However, this thing didn't explode. The supply crate has a chance of exploding. That's the objective they're going for. It did not explode, so it is available. These guys over here, what happened? Oh, shooting, pardon me, from something. Oh yeah, from the Hive Guard. Exploded this guy, and luckily the supply crate also did not explode again. So there's a crate over here, crate over there. Over here, they charged in. Gene Stealers did pretty poorly. They just made it so this guy can't shoot, so that actually is not going to help them against him. But on the other hand, they are tied up nicely, so I won't be able to shoot them, and they're creating a cover wall for those guys. Pretty cool. My turn one. Crickets continue to chirp because we are all in reserve. We're forced to reserve. So turn one goes by, and we're back on to the convoy turn coming up. No way. Okay, so rounding up the convoy's turn, what happened? These guys prioritized close combat, so he moved here, assaulted there. Multi-laser fired into those guys, put one more wound on the warriors. Over here, another bad combat for the Tyranids. They got 3 penetrations on this guy, but all they did was make it so he stunned twice and immobilized him. So these 2 guys fought back. They actually killed 2 of those guys. So, I mean, it's slowly whittling them down. But we're on to Tyranid turn number 2. Okay, so rounding up, top of turn 2 for Tyranids. What happened? The convoy is being decimated. These guys finally wrecked over here, exploded over here, took one Gene Stealer with the explosion. Consolidated onto the wreck, the crater over here. These guys, Hormagaunts were outflanking. They showed up on this side, ran over here. These guys moved up to touch this. When the model is holding an objective, like a supply crate, you cannot run, and you can't fire guns, but otherwise you can move normally. So they're probably going to try to move away next turn. Harpy deep struck in over here, ended up going over there. Trigon moved on over there. These Hive Guard over here tried to fire this vehicle with the help of that guy, but couldn't wreck it. Instead, it is stunned, weapon destroyed over here. That was about it for stuff. One Meiotic Spore, this is a 4-year-old Spore, really nasty, AP3, high strength, was forced to land over here. A second one is still in reserve. So we're going to see. Now we're going to see if my army can show up on the table. So first I've got the Seer Council on a 4+. No, they're not on the table. 3 units of Jetbikes. 2 of them show up. 1 of them is not on. I have 2 Fire Prisms. None of them show up. And the outflanking Warwalkers. They do not show up. That is awesome. This game sucks. Okay, so rounding up Eldar turn 2. Finally things show up, but only 2 units of Jetbikes. The whole army's still waiting. So be it, though. We flew up over here, then chickened away. What do? We gunned into the Gene Stealer unit, killed 3 of them. There's only 2 left. One of them's holding the objective. They did not run, though. We gunned into that unit, killed a bunch of them. They ran away. So they ran away about 7 inches, and they are chickening away. They were out of synapse. And that was all we were able to accomplish in 2 turns. So be it. So we're going to see if that Spore kills us. You want to roll for your Spore, your myopic or myocytic Spore? Myotic Spore? It's your turn 3. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Because, the convoy is destroyed. They're not doing anything. 2+ for Hive Commander. Okay, you got the Hive Commander, right? Yeah, it shows up because of the Hive Fleet Commander ability. It shows up with 2+. Yeah, we know where it's going. It's going to go over here. Back in a bit. Okay, so what happened over here? direct hit, nuked 4 guys, killed 2 of them, killed 1 over here, passed pinning over here, passed leadership and pinning over here, and then these 3 mines end up over here because the model I took away from the middle, and they were going to be flying around doing stuff. So on to Tyranid turn 3.
Okay, rounding up top of turn 3, so that second, sorry, no, there's nothing else showing up. What happened? Those guys continued to run, they were still out of synapse. During the turn, the Tyrant moved towards them to put them in synapse. They're just literally on the edge of the board, but they're still in. Now, these guys moved 6 inches because they're allowed to only move 6 if you're carrying the objective. You're not allowed to run. They're trying to get away. Over here, these guys picked up the objective. Warriors are also picking up the objective. Oh, they're not. Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. So these guys own the objective, not these guys. These guys fired in here, finally exploded that vehicle, and the crate that was inside also exploded from the hail of fire. So there's only 2 objectives left on the board. One over there, one over here. Harpy flew up, tried to be in range to nuke my Jetbikes, but was out of range. Trigon moved and ran behind the building over there. And that was pretty much it. So we're going to see if the rest of my stuff shows up. I need stuff on the board. So on a 3+, my fire prisms. 1 fire prism shows up with a Seer Council. No, still not on the board. And the last unit of Jetbike. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 1 last unit of Jetbikes. Still not on the board. Outflanking Warwalkers. Yes, they're on. So I think that was basically just 1 unit of Warwalkers and 1 unit of fire.
Okay, so we're fighting on as best we can here. Of course, these guys showed up on the wrong side. I ended up gunning them into the Harpy. Now they didn't actually kill it. It made 6 out of 9 saves on 4+. So I had to gun him down with this gun over here. This fire prism took the final wound off him, killing him. Over here, these guys flew up, gunned down those last 2 remaining stragglers of Gene Stealers. These guys flew up, gunned down the last 3 Gene Stealers. So, you know, we cleaned them up, and then we chickened away. Unfortunately, I can't quite get away far from these things. They might end up exploding on me. But we're trying to get out of assault range on that, so hopefully that's the case there. And that is it. So I'm still fighting with half an army, but doing my best. So, rounding up, top of turn 3 for... Turn 3, right? This is turn 3. Oh, no, turn 4, sorry. Top of turn 4 for Tyranids. These guys moved up. They're holding that objective. They're going to start moving away with it now. In the movement phase, they had to... Even though they were touching, they weren't holding it before, so they had to end their movement phase to hold it, and next round they're going to be allowed to start moving away. These guys got into synapse, came over here, touched to hold this objective. That Tyrant is over there. Trigon moved forward, ran, getting close. These spores over here went in, of course, contacting my guys, but didn't roll high enough to wound anybody, unfortunately for them. This thing moved 5 inches this way, towards my vehicle. He moved up. These guys came up over here. One of them was in range. I miscalculated, but mercifully he didn't do anything to the vehicle. And that is it. So we're on to my bottom of turn 4. So on 2s, the Seer Council on a 2. He's in. Thank goodness. The Fire Prism, number 2, still out. And the Jetbikes, come on. All right, they're on. Good Lord. All right, so back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up bottom. Yeah, you can start playing. Bottom of turn 4 for Eldar. Seer Council showed up, went flat out over here, and we tried to stay out of assault range of anything. These guys flew up, gunned down those guys holding the objective, chickened away. These guys moved up here, gunned into there, chickened away. With the combination of their fire, a couple of guns from here, this thing, we managed to gun down 2 more of those warriors, and there's 2 untouched warriors left. These guys gunned into the Trigon, put 4 wounds on it, so he is pretty badly hurt, but that's it. And that is it. We've actually only got 15 minutes left, so we're going to play to the bottom of turn 5. So Tyranids are going to go, I'm going to go, that's going to be the end of the game. We're going to end it there. Okay, rounding up top of turn 5 for Tyranids, the final turn for Tyranids and Eldar. That guy moved up over here, Venom Cannon into here, killed one of these guys, but no morale needed because it's only 1 out of 6. Over here, these guys grabbed that thing and moved onto the cover. They're going to take cover in there. These guys came in here, fired into here, but again, miraculously, this guy survived. One of them was out of range. This thing moved 3 inches towards him, but not close enough to be worth exploding. Trigon moved up further. That guy tried to fire his gun into here, was just in range, fired these guys, but scattered off the board. That's it. So we're going to have to try to get 2 objectives to win it. I see a way we could do it, but it's going to come down to whether it happens or not. Here we go. Final combat going on here. We've got it in on this one guy with the Seer Council. Weapon skill is 5 now because of the enhance on the unit. Normally it's 4, but it's 5.
So I hit once.
1 hit from this guy. We had to make
siding talents. I reroll one of them.
Yeah, we had to go last because we made some dangerous terrain tests because this is a wreck. So he's going first as a result.
That's a wound.
So he's killing one guy with a power weapon. I'm going to put it on one of my Warlocks that is no abilities. Well, it's not a power up, it's just a win. So a 3+ on the regular guy. Nope, reroll though with fortune because I fortuned them. Okay, makes it. And we're going to attack back. I'll be back. Okay, so no surprise. Seer Council slaughtered that last remaining warrior. Now we can't actually take this objective because you can only take them in the movement phase. However, we do have one objective here, so we have more objectives than our opponent. And so we managed to pull out a win, but a really interesting game. Lots of shooting, lots of stuff dying. The convoy was eviscerated by the Tyranids. They just went in there and obliterated the convoy. Awesome stuff, but thank you so much for the game. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.